Hey everyone, this is Jordan with the Teesnap monthly installment. Today I might go a little bit over. I want to talk about something important, which is websites, Website 101. And it's something that a lot of golf courses are not really taking full advantage of. I'm going to tell you why that's important and what we do that can help. Worst case scenario, I hope you can take a few minutes with me, listen in, and you'll sound more intelligent the next time you talk to your owners, your board, or even your staff on this particular subject. And, you know, you're leaving money on the table. I'd love to show you how to get that back. So I want to walk through something. I had an experience this last week with an individual who has a website, golf website. This is a course down in the Carolinas, and he really needed some help with it. Now, at first glance, it seems like it's probably fine. And what's the big deal, Jordan? So what I wanted to kind of point out, there's a couple big misses that I saw as soon as I looked at this website. The first is just social media. Where is it? I don't see it anywhere, right? Now, not all social media is created equal. So let me walk through a couple specific things that you're going to want to make sure you do if you haven't already. These guys had to create their own Facebook account. And there's even a strategic way that you should do that. If you don't know, we can help you do it. But even if you just whip together a Facebook account, it's not linked. I don't see it here anywhere. So that's a bit of a problem. All of our websites, you can see, we actually have all of these different pieces of social media linked in here. And if you don't, you need to, right? Now, the next problem is updating to all of them, right? Like, it's annoying to have to go and post something here and here and here and on your website. So how our websites work is that you just post once on our website and then automatically pushes out to all of these different pieces of social media. I'll give you a quick idea of all the different pieces of social media that we set up for you guys. Now, granted, most of your folks are just going to look at Facebook and maybe Twitter, right? But, you know, we set up a Google Plus account. Now, if you can imagine, Google happens to love small businesses that have a Google Plus account. Do you have a Google Plus account? Most golf courses don't. If not, that's an important way of how you're going to get noticed on page one, right? And we're also going to set up things like Evernote and Tumblr. And again, to be clear, your golfers are not going to care about Tumblr, but Google will. Google is going to use this information to see if we should put you on page one or not. So every time you post something like, hey, Susan just shot a hole-in-one on your website, it gets pushed out to every other location. So the problem we're solving for is how many places do I need to go to just put one silly little update in here? The other thing I wanted to point out is these different pieces of social media. Again, not all social media is created equal. These guys have a LinkedIn account. So why would a golf course need a LinkedIn account? Wouldn't you as an individual need a LinkedIn account? Well, the answer is because a lot of tournament directors are going to find you on LinkedIn. And it's important to have a presence there. It's important to have different articles and little things like that that help you get noticed. It might help you stand out and give you the edge to be chosen as a vendor for an outing over someone else or a tournament, right? The next thing is Instagram. Now, this is something that is really important for one vertical. And if there's no guesses out there for what that vertical is, it is weddings. Let's take a look at a website that we recently switched over from Golf Now. Now, this website, you know, picture number 2, that's a wedding in here, right? We've got its own little drop-down tab. Now, look at this website. Where is their information on weddings, right? One of the first things he told me is it's a big part of their business. And, you know, it probably comprises 40, 60% of their bottom line. I don't see any pictures in here. I don't see any areas where it's going to show me where a wedding is, right? So if you are a bride-to-be, there's no more yellow pages, right? Where you're going to go is I'm going to go to this course website and instantly check out their Instagram account. So this is going to be an important thing. A lot of us might not be on Instagram or even social media in general, but your customers are, especially the customers that you want to get through the door, which is millennials. Younger people, how do we get them on the golf course? Well, the answer is social media, right? If you're not doing it, we can help with that, or you need to get better at it. But you can see here that most of the pictures we see are weddings or outings or, you know, hey, this is what your special day could potentially look like. So there's a lot of wedding pictures and you know, just promotions here. So that's what your social media account should be highlighting. And if you're not doing that, then there's a very good chance you'll get passed over. The other thing is just how you set up your online presence, right? Now, I went ahead and typed in Finger Lakes Golf Course wedding venues. Now, there's a lot of different things that came up, you know, wedding spot, Premier, Finger Lakes, but there's only one golf course that actually showed up on this entire list. And it's because there's a very specific way that you can set up your meta tags on the back end. So again, that you get noticed on page 1, right? Wedding packages, you can see they put in here, Finger Lakes weddings. So they knew to set this stuff up. Have you guys done that? Are you aware of how to do that? If not, let us know. We can help with that kind of stuff. And maybe for you, weddings are just not relevant, right? But I'm sure tournaments are. I'm sure outings are. And there's ways to get noticed on page 1. Again, there's no more yellow pages. There's only Google. And if you're not being noticed here, then you're not going to get selected. So those are some of the, you know, the big misses that I saw. You know, where's the pictures? Where's the social media? How are they setting themselves up for SEO to get noticed? And, you know, and for you, maybe even, you know, weddings or outings aren't important, but your restaurant is, right? So there's ways to optimize for your restaurant. And the last thing that I want to talk about is web store. This is a huge miss. Where is there a web store? I don't see anywhere where I can buy something online. Gift card, tournament registration, a lesson, things like that. That should be here. It's just lost money. If you don't have this right here, front and center, then you're missing out, right? Especially for things like Father's Day and Black Friday. That's where you're going to get thousands of dollars. Sometimes you can get over 10 grand on Black Friday alone. But even if you're just talking about throughout the year, right? My dad's birthday is Tuesday, Monday night. I'm probably still looking for something. And if it's 10 o'clock and I can't buy something right now, then I'm going to the next place that I can. You're losing out on those sales. So that's a big component. And I also wanted to just showcase one of our customers that actually took their online store to a whole different degree, right? Now, they have just packaged up all the same stuff that I'm sure everyone else listening to this website, to this blog, web post I'm doing has as well. You guys have potato chips, you have beer, you have greens fees, but look what they did, right? They put together like a geezer golf package. They put together a beer belly package. And so, you know, if I was specifically going to look at this one, you can see I've got greens fee, a cart, sandwich, chips, and a 6-pack of beer. The catch, we pick the beer. We promise it'll be an eclectic variety. Now, this is a great way to just come up with something fun and make it stand out, right? And if you want to drive people towards that as soon as they get onto your website, this isn't even in their online store. This is just on their homepage, right? If I'm on their homepage and I start to scroll down a little bit, you know, this is what you're going to first see when you go to their homepage, and then as you start to scroll down, you instantly get to their web store. So there's different places to even put this so that it gets noticed above and beyond. That's all the time I've got. I know it was a little longer today, but hopefully this is some really relevant information. If you have any other questions about it or need any assistance with this, please let me know. We'd love to help. Even if you're not interested in using our services, I'd still love to help and give you some pointers. Thanks a bunch.